Hello, welcome to TMMKFitness Anywhere. This is Coach Adam. We are doing stretch and release. For today's class, you're going to need a lacrosse ball. We're going to be working on the forearms and wrists. Get a little bit of hand mobility in there. All right. If you are not a member of TMMKFitness, you are participating at your own risk. If you have any kind of hand or wrist pain, I want you to participate with caution. All right. So we're going to work on these areas. What we want to do is really get the forearms loose, get the hands nice and mobile. That way, anytime we're doing whatever a task during the day, we are working those effectively. Let's start with our soft tissue work. I recommend using an elevated surface if you've got one. If not, you can totally use the floor. So let's bring it down. First one, we're going to go palm facing down. We're going to work on these wrist flexors. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to push into that lacrosse ball, and we're going to work up towards the elbow and back down towards the wrist. And we're just going to go back and forth for about 45 seconds aside here. We're up on that elevated surface. You may have a little bit more leverage that you can even place that hand on top. Start to push down onto the ball. Use this hand to kind of control where you're moving it. And let this top hand relax. So I'm trying to get all that meaty tissue here. I'm staying away from bone and getting on top of the muscle. So especially as you get a little bit closer to the elbow, you can kind of go circles, you can go side to side, up and down, you can even slow it down. So just kind of explore it all inside there. I want you to go ahead and flip that arm over this time, palm facing up. We're going to work the back side. So this is your wrist extensors. This is responsible for pulling those fingers and hand backwards. So we're creating a little bit soft tissue work throughout the chain here. Trying to promote better circulation, better glide amongst those muscles. You can even start from the floor, lean over the top of it here. Get all up in there, muscle. Good, let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. Let's go flexors at the other. If you got a watch on, you can take it off. So we're pushing on top of that ball. I'm thinking of a nice heavy arm. Trying to get deep into those multiple layers of wrist flexors that we got. Going all the way up towards the wrist, back down towards the elbow. A little bit of side to side. If you find the spot that muscle tissue is rolling, you'll get that nice and loose, get it to glide a little bit better. Good. As we go over the course of this 40 seconds, I want you to push a little stronger. As that tissue gets a little bit more supple. Let's go ahead and flip it over to the other side. Get those extensors. Already starting to sweat a little bit. I think these arms needed a little bit of this work. A lot of folks neglect the wrists and forearms. A little bit smaller muscles of the body, but they need some attention too occasionally. So we're working on that today. Nice, get all up in there. Press around, dig around. And you can take that ball, use your hand to kind of manipulate it. Push through it. All right, we are finished with that soft tissue work. Next, we're going to work on some wrist stretches. So the first one, we're going to be on our mat, or you can even use the bench. We're going to lean over the top of those hands, and I want you to spread fingers wide between thumb and pinky. I'm going to lock those elbows and push those elbows forward, and then I'm going to lean my body weight over the top. So we're going to do 6 different directions 3 are going to stretch out those wrist flexors, 3 are going to stretch out those extensors. So next, I want you to line the fingers facing away from each other, stack those hands close to each other here. Alright, from here we're going to rock side to side. And just be gentle again. If those fingers are close together, spread them out wide. Get a good stretch through the palms as well. So this is to promote better flexibility in everything we do, but a couple key exercises where you might see some of these positions are push-ups, crab holds, front rack, and maybe like a front squat. Good. For these, fingers are facing you. We're shifting our weight back away from the hands. Good. I want you to relax, restore that blood flow, shake it out real good. All right, the next one, we're going to work the back of the palms. So the first one, let's line those fingers away from us. We're going to press the wrist into the mat. And I'm going to pull those elbows forward. So this one's going to be a little bit more sensitive and delicate, so take your time with it. Be gentle, and then we start to lean forward. Keeping those elbows locked out. Just do your best here. And there, we're going to stack hand over hand. Pull those elbows in. A little side to side rock. So we can flip. Switch that top and bottom hand, same thing. Good, and next we're going to stack those hands back towards us. Try to press those wrists towards the floor. Start to lean back a little bit here. Good, give those a little shake out. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is a finger stretch. So what I want to do is we're going to press our fingers together and line them up. We're going to make a nice little triangle here. And from there, I'm going to press them together. And then we're going to fold that hand over each side. And so what I'm trying to do is curl my fingers over the top. Pressing it down towards the elbow. Going a little bit each side here. Just give me a little side to side. Alright, the last one's for the hand specifically. I want you to wrap one hand over the inside of the hand. And we're going to rotate that hand away from the body. Do the same thing on the other side. Wrap between thumb and index. And we're going to just kind of rotate and twist that hand away. Good. Very last one, I want you to interlock those hands. We'll go palm to palm. Start to pull it in towards the body. Just a little pronation, supination here. Turning those hands over. Just do the same thing on the side. Good. And the last one, just give it a little shake out. Alright, hopefully those wrist hands feel a lot better. They can work with all the gardening, typing, texting, whatever you're doing today. Alright, so thank you guys. Stay tuned next week. We got another stretch and release on Monday. A nice, good special one for you. Alright, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.